Vanderbilt Nation coming to you live here. We are talking about the game tomorrow night and what we what we can expect. Um, what can we expect from this game tomorrow afternoon? So we got the women Commodores playing host, and it's gonna be a tough battle. You got the woman Commodores taking on South Carolina, who is absolutely ranked as uh, a very high seed. And what I'm trying to debate on right now is how are they gonna do it? There's gonna be so much teams. You've got teams that are gonna be kicking and rolling, you know, and I can tell you right now that it is gonna be a battle. So we're talking a little bit about the women's game um, tomorrow. So we got highly rated contest tomorrow for what we are experiencing. Okay, so you guys are going to experience a highly modified game. It is going to be a busy game. It's gonna it's gonna be one of those games that go back and forth. Um, South Carolina rated number 5 or number 2, and Vanderbilt rated number 5. So, question is, how is it going to match off? How is this game going to match up? We get the number 2 team taking on the number 5 seed, and it's going to be a battle. The woman Gamecocks and the woman Doors are going to be battling. I think that hello, welcome in. Like I said, the woman Commodores played the host to woman South Carolina Gamecocks tomorrow afternoon. Um, I think that it's going to be a battle, you know, battle moving forward. South Carolina's number 2, Vanderbilt's rated number 5. It'll be a surprise. It's gonna be interesting to see what the woman Commodores have, and maybe the women's Vanderbilt team could absolutely pull off an upset on number 2 South Carolina. Vanderbilt basketball, women's basketball for tomorrow, right? We're talking about the women's Commodores playing host to South Carolina as their high seeded, rated number 2 for South Carolina and number 5 for Vanderbilt. So it's a game that is going to, as we make sure we come through and see what exactly is going to happen with the Commodores. I mean, Vanderbilt's a great team. Vanderbilt's a great team. I'm curious to see if they can hold off against the number 2 uh, seeded South Carolina Gamecocks at South Carolina. So it's at South Carolina. It's going to be a tough road. Um, I think that Vanderbilt could possibly um, take on and beat the number 2 seeded South Carolina. That would be great, in my opinion. I think it would be a great match to see. Um, you got Passat, who's really good. You also got Michaela Blakes, who's really good. Got to keep your eyes out for those two girls. They're gonna probably shoot the lights out. I mean, if you have those two girls out there and they take good shots, you're gonna win the game easily. So if you can take down the number 2 seeded Gamecocks, you will have the SEC in the clear. Uh, so I think, like I said, I think that Vanderbilt has a great chance. I think Vanderbilt is a good college. Yeah, they are. They really are. Vanderbilt's a great school. It's a great program. Great basketball program. The men's team finally won after a three-game losing streak today. The men's team is now 17-3. So congratulations to the boys from Vandy boys basketball. We'll see how Vanderbilt girls can do taking on South Carolina tomorrow. Now, what do you think? What's your opinion on tomorrow's game? What do you think what's your prediction on tomorrow's game? Solo 1984. How do you think the woman Doors could do against the woman Gamecocks tomorrow? The number 2 seeded Gamecocks playing host to number 5 Vandy. I think that I think that the woman the woman Commodores could possibly easily beat the number 2 seeded Gamecocks if they shoot well. You got Michaela Blakes, like I said. She's a great shooter. Passat, she's another great shooter. I think it's going to be a great game. Vanderbilt win, I guess. It's going to be South Carolina is. Who's your favorite basketball team solo? Let me ask you that. Who's your favorite basketball team solo? You might not. I don't think. Are you a Van? You are you not much of a Vanderbilt fan? Because I can see right now that South Carolina could go tumbling down. If Vanderbilt holds off the number 2 team, they could be the next number 2 team. Oh, you go to UC Irvine. Okay, so you go to UC Irvine. Okay, so you go to that college. I'm still gonna make you a I'm still gonna make you a moderator, my man. Um, thank you for being here. And how is your program doing in basketball? I watched them on ESPN Plus. How are they doing? I haven't watched much of their games recently, but um, how are they doing? UC Irvine basketball. You guys don't you guys have a pretty good basketball squad over there? UC Irvine. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong, but I don't know. We are okay. Don't win anything though. Bummer. Um, is it okay if I made you a moderator, or don't you want to be a mod? It's up to you. I made you a mod because I think it's cool to have some cool people that love college basketball and different sports like me. I'm hoping that the women's Commodores can actually beat South Carolina Gamecocks. That would be a huge win for the woman Doors. As I wonder if Vanderbilt's ever played UC Irvine before. I don't know. Like in a non-conference game, I don't know if they have or not. I can't recall. I'm not sure though, but I mean, I like I said, I watch UC Irvine basketball on ESPN Plus, and I love watching schools that are like smaller compared to like the SEC and stuff like that. It's fun to watch other schools, like watch your guys' program, and see how they can play. I just enjoy college basketball in general. The team that we don't usually get along with, the team that we don't usually get along with is the volunteer fans. A lot of Tennessee fans don't like us for some reason. For some reason, Tennessee fans just don't like us for some odd reason. I know it's a rivalry game, but for some reason, Tennessee just doesn't like us. I don't know why. I don't know. Is it just because we're mean people or something? I don't. I have no idea. I always thought that's what rivalry games are like. People hate each other, but I'm not 100% sure. You still here, Solo? I'm glad you're here, my friend. I know you can do something better with you. Well, sports. Um, for a lot of those people that love, I appreciate all of you Commodore fans that do come here. I do appreciate Solo for being here as well. I do appreciate the great positivity, and I do respect all of you guys for being here and showing your respect for this channel. Um, sports are amazing. Sports, I love sports. You know, sports are fun. That's why I do this channel. Uh, it's a great situation to be a Commodore fan at this moment for men's basketball. A great win for the boys team. Let's see if we can. Let's see how we do with the women's team tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. I think the women's program. I think if we can win tomorrow, that would be a great win for us. So I'm looking forward to it. Hello, I'm a person. I thought you were sleeping. I thought you were in bed. I had it to clear tea free because they said, could you do anything better than sports? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I love sports. So I had it to just hide them from the channel. So I bet it's a spicy person. You know, it's one of those spicy people. But like I said, I mean Vanderbilt women's program. Okay, right now we would be playing. The women's team would be playing right now. I will be broadcasting it. I will be doing play by play. So if you want to watch my play by play, no, it's a weekend, so I can stay up, but I would. Oh, okay. So tomorrow you are you. So tomorrow I'm a person. You can come here and watch my broadcast for the women's game tomorrow afternoon if you want. Starts at 2 o'clock my time. So whatever time it is by you right now, um, I will be doing play by play for the women's game tomorrow afternoon my time and whatever time it is for you. So I'm looking forward to it. You know what? You know what the big deal? Oh, it's 9. Oh, so you can watch my game. So so you can actually just watch till maybe about 11 o'clock your time then I assume, right? So let's just tell you something. You know why this game is such a big. Yeah, I am streaming at 2 tomorrow. Yep. For the women's Vanderbilt game tomorrow. Women's Commodores, yes. As you know why it's a big game tomorrow? You know why tomorrow afternoon's game is why it's a big deal? Because South Carolina, right? South Carolina, the Gamecocks, they're rated number 2 in the nation. Vanderbilt's rated number 5. It would be excellent to see the women's team take down a number 2 team. That means Vanderbilt will be number 2. That would be Vanderbilt number 2 right there. If you can take down the number 2 take down the number 2 Gamecocks, you will for sure be the number 2 team if you take down South Carolina. Vanderbilt's number 5, they can be the number 2 team in the nation if they can win tomorrow. This is a big game. This is a big game and a big deal for the women's program. The men's won today, so that's great. The men's team won today. I will be doing Vanderbilt baseball as well. I will be covering Vanderbilt baseball and Vanderbilt volleyball next year and stuff like that. So um, yeah, I mean it's I hope you boys and girls can tune in and watch. I'm a person, you're an adult, right? You're an adult, right? I'm a person. You're an adult, right? I'm a person. Not like not. Yeah, I hope they'll become number two too. Yeah. No, you're a teenager. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ask. I didn't mean to ask. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. But I will be doing Vanderbilt volleyball. I will be doing Vanderbilt volleyball. I will be doing Vanderbilt basketball games. And what other Vanderbilt sports? I mean, they've got other ones too that I will be doing all Vandy sports here. So so yeah, welcome in Vanderbilt Nation fans. Welcome in. I'm glad to have you guys here, guys and girls here. You folks have been excellent. Wow, a lot of sports. Yeah, Vanderbilt. I mean, Vanderbilt has great basketball, Vanderbilt football, Vanderbilt volleyball. So much Vandy sports. So yes, it has been. It is a busy day. Okay, I'll be back. I have to go get my soda, guys. I'm gonna drink my Dr. Pepper. Hold on. Vandy fans, I'm back. Welcome in, Vanderbilt Nation. Oh, shoot. Okay, Vanderbilt Nation, welcome in. I'm back. Excuse me. Um, so yeah, guys, Vanderbilt women's basketball program plays host to number two South Carolina, and let's see if number two can go tumbling down by the number five team. And like I said, it's going to be a great game. Hello again. I am a person. You're so kind. You're so kind. I like your profile picture, by the way. I like your profile picture, by the way. Yeah. So I mean, if anchor down for the woman's side. Um, it's got to be a great game. Uh, I think that the woman doors, okay, the woman doors possibly has a great chance of winning. They have a great chance. I think that everybody's voting South Carolina is going to win. 78% people and only 50% say Vanderbilt's going to win. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. We're really debating who's going to win and how it's going to win. Now, how is this game going to look off? Okay, you got Michaela Blakes, who's a great shooter for Vandy. You got Passat, who's also a great shooter for Vandy. You also got some other ones. Um, I think it's going to be a tough battle between the number two team taking on the number five. So it's going to be a great, excellent game. And if you're a Vanderbilt fan, you should be looking forward to this game. I mean, you look forward to the men's win today against Mississippi State. Now it's time to turn your attention over to two teams that are in the SEC right now that are battling. You know, you got Vandy taking on South Carolina. Vandy taking on South Carolina. That's going to be a battle. The number 2 seeded South Carolina taking on the number 5 seed Vanderbilt, and it's going to be a battle. And let's just say this: it's going to be a neck and neck game. Okay, you're going to battle. You're going to try. It's going to be a great game. I think that Vanderbilt has um, a great spot in the college basketball NCAA tournament, which is going to give them a opportunity, which is going to give them an opportunity of playing in the Final Four or the national championship. So if they can take down the number 2 seeded South Carolina tomorrow, we can beat anybody. We can possibly take down the number 1 team, UConn, Connecticut, right? Connecticut's the number 1 seed right now in women's basketball. If we ever play them in the tournament, we can possibly take them down. And if we take them down, we would totally be the number 1 seed, and we would totally be a national championship team for the women's side. So it's great. It's a great year to be a Vanderbilt fan. I know we lost 3 games. I know it's a struggle, guys. But you know what? We're getting there. We're getting to the point to becoming a better sport program. And I mean, for a fact, right now, Vanderbilt has a great team for whatever sport. You know, they have a great baseball program. Their baseball program starts coming up on February 13th, right? Their first baseball game as they take on TCU. And what can't be better? I mean, if Vanderbilt baseball does good this year, it's a great year to be a Commodore fan. You know, their football team made it to a bowl game. They could have been in the playoffs, but they made it to a bowl game. They lost to Iowa. That's a bummer. Vanderbilt's doing good in basketball, men's and women's basketball. Vanderbilt better can do possibly really good in baseball this season as well. So their baseball program, their baseball team starts up in February 13th. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to some great games, and I'm totally excited. I'm totally excited. It's going to be possibly a great year to be a Commodore fan. But you know what? We still have a lot more basketball to be played yet. And knowing baseball starts coming up here next month, I think it's going to be terrific. I think that we're looking at a great program. I think we're looking at a national championship team right here on my right hand side, who is the Vanderbilt Commodores. And I think we're going to be a team that's going to progress, make outstanding work. You know, I think I can see that we're going to have a great program. I can see we're going to play well. I have a feeling we're going to be a national championship team for the women's side. The men's side we needed a win today on the men's side. We did need a win. We did have to win. And thankfully, we did win, because if we didn't win, we would have been doomed. But now we play Tuesday against Kentucky. Okay, listen to this. So Kentucky, as Kentucky comes to our place on Tuesday night, depending, okay, depending if Kentucky is coming to play because of the weather. You know, the weather is a factor. If we can play against Kentucky on Tuesday night, that would be great. Unless it's going to be postponed, who knows? So it is so far, guys. It's been a great year to be a Commodore fan. You know, wish Vandy would have won in football against Iowa, but Iowa, just came out and played better than we did. But basketball, women's basketball program is undefeated. Men's team only lost 3 games. They're 17 wins. Yeah, I mean, baseball coming up next month. We can't ask for anything better. I mean, Vanderbilt has a great program, and it's going to be a fun ride to go all the way through the season. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm looking forward to the rest of the season here. Give me 1 second. I think this is going to be a great year. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. Um, like I was talking about, I think that the Commodores have a great chance of. I want to see them take down the number 2 team. I really do. It would be spectacular. It would be the best win in school history. We took down the number 5 LSU Tigers, right? We took down number 5 LSU. Now, can we take down the number 2 team? It's the test. Um, let's vote here, guys. Can Vanderbilt beat the number 2? Lock in your votes here, folks. Can Vanderbilt beat number 2 Gamecocks? We got one vote for yes. Well, there's something we got to know right now. Are the women's doors that good to take down the number 2 seeded Gamecocks of South Carolina? Could that possibly be the answer? That's going to be the battle. We're trying to figure out, can the women's team most definitely take down the number 2 South Carolina Gamecocks? The reason why we're making a big deal out of this game, the reason why we're talking so much about this game is it's a big deal. Okay, this is huge. It's probably the biggest game of the year. Where the women's Commodores, they could be the number 2 team. They could be the number 2 team. They can be the next number 2 team. And now if Connecticut loses, they can be the number 1 team. I've never seen a Vanderbilt team go number 1 before. The last time I've seen Vanderbilt go number 1 was like in the NCAA tournament, but that's different. That's different. During regular season, I've never seen the Commodores become number 1. I've never seen Vanderbilt become number 1 at all. Okay, I have never seen a Vanderbilt program go number 1. So this could be huge. Now, if you can lose, okay, if Connecticut can lose, if they can lose, right? If UConn can lose the number 1 spot, Vanderbilt will take over and win. Vanderbilt will take over and become the next number 1 spot seed of college basketball. I really hope they become I hope so too. First of all, we can't just say we want them to be number 1 right now. I'm a person. We can't just vote for that right now because who's number 1 right now? Connecticut. They're the number 1 team. Now they have to lose. Vanderbilt has to win and UConn has to lose. That's how we can become the number 1 team. And all you Vanderbilt fans out there, we talk so much about great basketball and great. Is who's good? Is who good? Is who good now? Are they good? Are you talking about is Vanderbilt good for women's? Are you asking me if the Vanderbilt women's team is good? Oh, is Connecticut good? Yeah, they're the number 1 team. They're undefeated. They're undefeated. They're 21-0 right now. The UConn girls basketball program is 21-0 and Vanderbilt's 20-0. There's a battle right there you can see end up in the NCAA tournament. Now, here's the thing. Both these programs, UConn and Vanderbilt, great. That would be a fantastic match in the NCAA tournament. When it becomes NCAA tournament time, when it becomes March time, you know where we're heading. You know where we're heading. We could play UConn. We can take down the number 1 team. And if Vanderbilt or if UConn loses, Okay, if they lose and they're not 21-0, if they're going to be 21-1, Vanderbilt will be the next number one team in the nation. That right there for you Commodore fans, out there, you gotta pray that we could end up as the number one team. We'll get a really high seed in the NCAA tournament. There's no doubt. I mean, can Vanderbilt host? That's the thing. Can Vanderbilt host the first round in the NCAA tournament or the second round? I mean, they haven't hosted an NCAA tournament now for quite a few years. And if you come and you host at Memorial Gym for the first time in a long time, that would be great. Vanderbilt has a great opportunity to host the NCAA tournament on their home floor. So that will give Vanderbilt a great home court advantage. And it is absolutely insane. It is absolutely insane. And the way, if you guys don't know what Memorial Gymnasium looks like, that's it right there. That's what we're talking about right there. Vandy can host the NCAA tournament when it becomes March time. Okay, when it hits March, the girls can host right here in their gym. That's what I heard now. I know that's rumors I've heard. Now, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I did hear that if the women's team plays well, they'll be hosting the NCAA tournament, and Vanderbilt will absolutely get home court advantage if that's the case. If that's the case, but that's what I just heard. Now, okay, don't quote me, don't judge me, don't quote me, but that's what I heard. Can Vanderbilt host the NCAA tournament for the women's side? I mean, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. What do you guys think? What's your prediction? Memorial is a great place for an NCAA basketball game. And if you can host there, phenomenal. Phenomenal. A lot of lot and a lot of ability. A lot of ability to host inside Memorial. I don't know. I don't know if Vanderbilt will actually be able to play on their home court if the NCAA decides that they're going to host, because they don't want Vanderbilt having home court advantage, and it's kind of unfair to the other teams. If you know exactly what I mean, but I heard as rumors that the NCAA wants to host right inside Memorial Gym for the first and second round of the NCAA women's basketball tournament. That would be fun. I mean, basketball, the women's team, it's a whole different story. Girls do get a host. The women's team does get a host on their home court. So, of course, it's the first round, second round you can play at home. The third, towards the Elite Eight or Sweet 16, you can play at home. But then after that, it's going to be all neutral siting. I wish the men's would do that. I mean, I wish the men's could go home game, home game, home game, neutral site, neutral site, neutral site. It doesn't work that way, though. Doesn't work that way. But I wish it used to go that the women's team used to play neutral site just like the men's, so it would go neutral, neutral, or first four, neutral, 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 final four, and championship. That's how it used to go. But now for the women's team, it goes home, 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 neutral, neutral, and championship. Actually, no. Home for the first and second round, and then neutral, neutral, neutral. I'm pretty sure. No, actually, it's hang on. It goes home, 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 neutral, neutral. That's what I think is. I think that's what it is. That's for the women's. I wish the men's could have an opportunity that could go home court, you know, and then they can be on the road for neutral games. That makes I like how the women's do their March Madness. You got the women's team. They get first two rounds at home. They get the Sweet 16, Elite Eight away, and then the Final Four in the championship game at some neutral site as well. So yes, the women's team will be able to host home, away, away, neutral, neutral. I think that's how that would work. So Vanderbilt will be able to come back at Memorial Gym and play if if anything. So they will have the first and second rounds at home, but then maybe they'll go head over to a neutral site and play neutral games somewhere else, unless they travel to the away teams. But yeah, I mean it's going the way. I mean, come on, we got to win this. The women's team got this thing, right? The women's team has this. I have a feel they said the women's team will absolutely host the first and second rounds. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. But you can't listen to everything I say because I don't want to tell you the wrong info. But that's what I heard. I did hear that. I don't know where I heard it from one of the other games, I guess. But there you go. There you go. Alrighty, guys. Remember, anchor down, go Commodores. The women's team plays tomorrow. We can't wait to see you for tomorrow afternoon game. See you tomorrow, everybody. Anchor down, go Doors.